Come, Achilles. Come here. Go to the bathroom. Alaikum salam. How you doing? Try the business? Where's the coffee pot, bro? Alaikum salam. How you doing? I am not your dad. If you think all religions are pagan, you need to do some research and study. Alaikum salam, Queen. How you doing? Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How's your day? Just making a little coffee now. Waking up. A little fuel. A little fuel for the jet. A little fuel for the private jet. How's everyone doing today? Just gonna make some eggs. The usual I eat in the morning. Got the allergies. Got the allergies going this morning. Oh, come on, man. That's why I don't use you, because you always give me trouble. But I ran out of the other ones. Ugh, you're always a pain. Walaikum salam, Muhammad. How you doing? Ah, Debbie! What's going on, Debbie? How you doing this morning? From Florida. Bing bong. A little salt, a little pepper. Hot. Oh, yeah. The answer is simple. We only worship Allah. God and God only. That's it. Alaikum salam. We only worship God. What are you making? Some scrambled eggs and coffee. Scrambled eggs, coffee, and mm, maybe one slice of bread. Maybe. Haram, yeah? It's haram to keep you in this chat. There you go. Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam, Aki. How you doing? Boosum. What's going on, Boosum? How's the day? Going to shop. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate it. Where are you from, Nicole? I was watching earlier some new guys take Shahada. That reminded me of that because this person said, "May you all turn to Jesus." I was watching 5 new brothers take Shahada. Alhamdulillah. People revert to Islam daily. I also watched a brother last night. I don't remember the name of his channel. This brother, um, has like, he's like a white guy, green eyes, long hair, right? He kind of has like when you say rocker type of style. Anyway, he used to do black magic, and he reverted to Islam. So now he makes videos about Islam. He still, he still dresses like regular dude. T-shirt. He likes skateboarding, things like this. But after doing certain things with black magic, and he said he realized that God was real because he met the devil through the whole black magic thing. So he said, if there's a devil, there has to be God. So that's how he arrived at believing in God, and then he started doing research, and then he ended up in Islam, right? So now he talks about not messing with that world of like black magic and all this shit crap, right? And he speaks about it. Interesting channel. He doesn't have that many videos, but he has quite a few. I think I know the guy. Yeah, yeah. Most of his videos, he's like in a room. It's like an empty room with two doors in the back. Keeps like a skateboard to the side on the wall, like a skateboard standing up. He expresses himself really good, and he has experience in that field, so he knows what he's talking about. He's like, hey, I did a few things when it comes to this, and he said that there is a component that you're supposed to add to the whole thing that most people don't. So their black magic or whatever crap doesn't work because they don't add that one component. But then obviously he wasn't going to share what that was because he's not in that world anymore. And he talks about his conversion to Islam and all that, and he's like, listen, I am 1,000% sure that this Islam is the truth. He speaks about it in some of the videos I saw. I haven't seen anyone converted to Christianity in a long time. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying you don't see it as often. Unless there's like millions of people converting to Christianity behind closed doors. Maybe, yeah. Palestine, of course. You know, I was talking to a Christian yesterday, not on live, and like an older person, but they were like, but they're like an angry old person, like they're bitter about everything. This was yesterday in the car when I picked them up. Because he asked me if I was a Muslim. I said, yeah. He said, oh, I'm a Christian, but I don't really practice. Now, this is like an older person again. Remember that. Keep that in mind. Right? So he goes, I know a little bit about Islam. I said, oh, yeah. Like what? He says, I know that Islam, that their prophet, I don't remember his name, but I know that their prophet copied the Bible. He goes, I know that their prophet copied the Bible. Now, mind you, let's go through this for a second. I'm picking you up, your elder, offering you a service, right? That your son requested for you. You ask me what my religion is. I confirm that it is what you think it is. And then you go on to saying that my prophet copied the Bible of his religion. So I said, okay. Let's take a look at this for a second. You said the prophet copied the Bible. He said, yeah, that's what I understand. That's what he said. I said, okay. Do you know anything about the prophet? He says, not much. That's just what somebody told me they copied the Bible. This is an elderly man, like maybe in his 80s, saying that somebody told him. So he never confirmed this. Someone told him, and he took it to be true, and he's spreading this, right? Because it wasn't until I asked him a few other questions that he said, no, somebody told me, right? If we would have left it at the surface of the claim he made of your prophet copied the Bible, that would have been it. We could have moved to something else, right? He didn't elaborate on it until I started asking questions. So he's been probably going around whenever the topic of religion or Islam comes up, he shares this information that the prophet of Islam copied the Bible. So I said, okay. I said, the prophet couldn't have copied the Bible. I said, because one, he was unlettered man. He didn't know how to read or write, right? He only spoke Arabic. The Quran was revealed to the prophet in the 6th century. The Bible wasn't translated into Arabic until the 10th century. So if the prophet couldn't read or write, he lived in the 6th century, and the Bible wasn't transferred into Arabic until the 10th century. How could he have copied the Bible? He said, "Oh, I didn't know that." That's it. That's argument right. That's finished. How can he copy something when he lived in the 6th century that was translated into his language? Mind you, remember, he didn't know how to read or write. So that's another thing to deal with, right? But it wasn't even translated until the 10th century, and he lived in the 6th. Go figure. There goes that argument down the pipe. He said, exactly. Uh, fake prophet. No, dummy. You don't understand what I'm saying because you're probably too dumb. I'm saying that he couldn't have copied the Bible. How can he be a fake prophet when the Quran confirms things that are in the gospel, right? How can he have copied if one, he didn't know how to read or write, and two, he lived in the 6th century, and three, the Bible was not uh, translated to Arabic until the 10th century? You're stupid. You're retarded. You're saying exactly false prophet. Exactly what, dummy? What's wrong with these people, man? My point is that he couldn't have copied. It's impossible that he could have copied because it wasn't even in his language. Oh man, he got somebody to translate it for him. Yeah, somebody translated for him. One of his companions probably knew the language of the of the gospel, and it translated for him. Yeah, let's go into the world of what if this happened and what if that happens, right? A lot of Christians like to do that. They go into what if when you expose their lack of logic and reasoning and common sense. Yeah, but what if when people start saying what if when you bring up an argument, that's them just accepting defeat. What if? What do you mean what if? Well, what if you get out today, you get hit by a bus? How is that relevant to what we're talking about? What if is not real? Because it hasn't happened. I'm not a Christian. You don't need to be a Christian to process the information I gave. That if a man is unlettered, doesn't know how to read or write, produces a book that there's things in that book that confirms previous scripture, the one that is in its original form, right? And the one that came before was not translated in his language until the 10th century, and he got revelation in the 6th century. This means there's no way that he could have copied from the previous scripture. You don't need to be a Christian. You just need to have common sense to understand what I'm saying. So there went that argument. So that's how that discussion ended with that gentleman. So he said at that point he said, "Oh, I didn't know that." I said, "No problem. Just you know, I figure we don't know." I told him we don't know everything because again, he's an elderly person. I said, "No, no worries. There's a lot of things I don't know either. So we don't all know everything. So." And then we switched. He switched the topic. We started talking about real estate and houses and how it's getting busy here in Miami. Hmm. Let me get let's do one slice of bread. And he could have copied from the Torah either, because the Torah wasn't translated into Arabic until the 7th or 8th century, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So it was a century after him anyway that the Torah was translated into Arabic. So he could have copied from any other previous scriptures. Not to mention, remember that he couldn't read or write. Let's not forget that either. So how can you copy when you can't read or write? Yeah. What's going on, baby girl? Hold on, hold on. No, this is not a big house. Regular size house is not a big house. It might look big here, but it's not. There's a kitchen here, living room there. We got a room there, a room upstairs, bathroom to the right, a room to the left here, and a bathroom in the room. And that's it. A little backyard here and a garage. Nothing, nothing crazy, really. Why should Muslim live in Muslim country? Why? Why should he go live in Muslim country? Why? Why should he go live in a Muslim country when he wants to live here? See, Muslim is not moving to a Muslim country. You got to learn how to live around Muslims. That's what is going to happen. Because where do you send the American people, right? Where do you send the Americans that are converted to Islam? Do you want to send them also out of their country to a Muslim country? Where are you going to send them? So you want to divide the world just based on religion, yes? So forget even nationality, just religion. Depending on your religion, you send them to the one part of the world, and other religions to the other part of the world, and then the atheists, you put them in a little land somewhere. Yeah, where do you put the agnostics? We have there are over 3,600 something religions. Imagine you separate everyone by religion, 3,600 something. By your logic, where do you put all these people and all these segregated religions? Over 4,000? There you go. I stand corrected. Even more than 3,000. Over 4,500. I see you every day. Let's think about that. He sees me every day. He comes here to see me. And you talk and talk. Of course, that's what you do in the live stream. You talk and talk. Yes. And nothing of value comes out your mouth. Nothing of value comes out my mouth, but he comes here to see me every day. His own words. Repeat everything you've been told like a sheep. Every day he comes here to see me repeat everything, the same thing every day. You think every person who hates on Muslims is from America? But I am an idiot. Well, we agree there. You are an idiot. Clearly, only an idiot will come to see somebody repeat the same thing every day according to them, what they dislike. Because at least if you like what I was saying and I was repeating it every day, no problem. But you're clearly an idiot because you keep coming back to see somebody saying the same thing every day that you dislike. So we agreed on the idiot part. Yes, you are an idiot for sure. I mean, that has been confirmed by your own words. We agree there, which goes to prove that even a broken clock is right at least twice a day. What's up, baby girl? You should see this idiot that's on the live stream. Can you believe this guy comes here every day to see somebody talk that he doesn't like? Mind blowing. Every day, he said it. Nobody made it up. Out of his own mouth, he confirmed to everybody on the chat, yes, I come to see you every single day. Every day you see me. Because if you said, hey, listen, man, I like your stream, I see it every day, makes sense. Normal human beings tend to watch things, look at things that they like or they enjoy or whatever. No problem. Makes sense. But this guy has admitted, no, I don't even like what you say, and you say it every day, but I come to see you every single day. Every day I'm here. I'm the first one, but I hate what you say. Bro, nice. Well, thank you. I hope you come back tomorrow again, and because I will be saying the same thing tomorrow. Just so you know what's on the schedule for tomorrow. It's the same topic, yes? Well, you already know this, right? Because I say the same thing every day, which you hate, but you're still here to witness. Every day I'm here to watch what I don't like. Huh? Hello from Grand Rapids, Michigan. How you doing? Dash, what's up, man? Every day you're here. Man. Every day you come here. Can I ask you a question? Yeah, go ahead. Shoot. What's up? Yes, don't lie, bastard. You said you see me every day. I'm gonna pin it and you're gonna apologize or you can get out. What does it say right there? What's the first line of your statement? Lying sack of shit. I can't stand liars, man. I can't stand liars. What's the first line of your statement? I see you every day. Oh, bro thinks he's every day. Yeah, because that's what you said, dummy. I don't think that's what you said. Walaikum salam. See, if you were in a court of law, you will be getting toasted right now. Well, judge, I said every day, but I don't really mean every day. The prosecutor will be eating you alive right now. I didn't really mean to say that. It was like, I said every day, but I kind of meant like sometimes. What you eating, Debbie? Racing pigs? No, because the thing is that we're not supposed to eat them, but you're not supposed to be touching them either. So if you're racing pigs, you're probably going to be in contact with them, right? So I don't think so. I don't think that's allowed either. Because that's kind of saying, in a way, that's kind of saying this. It's like if I own a liquor store. I don't drink, but I own a liquor store, and I don't even physically sell it. I'm not even there. I'm just the owner of the store. Other people do the work. That's still not allowed because you're still dealing with selling um, alcohol to people. So I would say, I mean, I will ask somebody of higher knowledge about this. I'm just using a little bit of reasoning, you know? So if I had to come to a conclusion, I would say it's prohibited also because you're not only you might be coming in contact with them, but you're involved in the same you're involved in an industry that is haram. Well, that's if you're selling it, right? But even if you're not selling it, if you're just raising it, you have to come in contact with those animals, and we're not supposed to touch them. Yeah, let's get this dummy's message out of here. That lying bastard. I really wish there was a setting to make the letters on the chat a little bigger. You know, they're so small, man. They're so small, and for blind people like me, so difficult to read. How do I chat? Guys, if we get to 20 likes, Debbie, the lady in the chat with the blue letters, she's gonna send everyone that has liked the chat. She's gonna send you $100 gift card. If you guys don't know Debbie, she's a multimillionaire who received an inheritance. She got so much money, she not enough time to spend it. Thank you for liking the live. If we get to 20, everyone that has liked will receive a $100 gift card from Debbie. She's ready to tip them out. Someone's going to find me and try to take money I don't have. Debbie, you owe me. Somebody's going to show up at her house. You owe me $100 gift card. Thank you guys for liking the stream. Trying to read the Quran. This is good, man. Read a little bit every day. Just a little bit. Don't I mean, unless you're a person that can sit there and read a book. Like I know people that can sit there and just read the whole thing in like a few hours. I'm not a big reader, so when I read things, I have to read them in small portions. And you can also do, but again, I don't know you, Luther, right? So maybe you do like to read, right? But if you're a person that doesn't really like to read like me, I like information. I just don't like to go through the reading part of things, right? There's also Quran on YouTube. People that have recited the entire Quran that are narrating, reading it out loud. So you can also do that. I am Muslim. You're Muslim. Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. If Allah knows what you're going to do in this life, He cannot be merciful. Logically, Allah explained Himself. He already, if He already knows. Get it, brother. Get out of the cult. That's actually not a good argument. I'll tell you why. Allah knows the outcome of things, yes? But you have free will. So it's not outcome without free will. Yeah. Allah knows the outcome because He knows the nature of the human being. Yes? But you have free will. So knowing the outcome does not mean that your free will changes or that He's going to intervene on something you're going to do and stop you and turn you this way. It means that He knows the final outcome. But within this world and this life that we're living in, you have free will to do things, however you see fit. Or if you're following the guidance of Allah, yeah, then you're gonna end up at a certain place. But He knows the outcome because He's all knowing. No, not everyone's gonna make it to the highest ranking, but it's not gonna be because of lack of space. Because you're saying there's 7 heavens and 2 billion. Space is not gonna be an issue. It's gonna be. This is the thing. 2 billion people to God's creation. That's nothing. That's nothing. 2 billion people. It's like an ant back here in the backyard, and we're comparing that ant to, like, I don't know, the United States. Just to give you a, that's 2 billion people. That's nothing to God. Like that's it's not gonna be. We're not gonna be the people that make it there. They're not gonna be cramped up. Oof! Get your shoulder out of my rib. It's so tight in here. We're like sardines in a can. What you want, baby girl? Hold on. Come on, baby. Because if religion's unified and shared teachings, for example, that could be done for the purpose of gaining knowledge, I guess, right? But religion is not made just to gain knowledge. Religion exists because it's guidance of God, right? It's revelations and it's guidance of God. So if God sent guidance, and within that guidance, He's letting us know, I have sent this guidance for you to follow. There's consequences for not following this guidance in the hereafter. Yeah. So we have to go by the criteria and the wants of the Creator, because that's what we're here for, serve the Creator. So we can say, yeah, let's come together and analyze and let's see, what your religion say, what my religion say, and we come to common terms with the good things. But we can't say, oh, and let's just live like this, because now you're drifting away from what God asked us to do, which is follow this path, not the path you think is the best. The path that I'm telling you is the best. The path that I want you to follow, not the one that you can come up with by grabbing a piece from here and piece from here and piece from here and putting it together and making it your own. I have laid out the path for you, right, God? And this is the one I want you to follow. Because if not, how do you get 7 billion people to come to terms with a little piece from mine, a little piece from this one, and a little piece from this one, and we're going to put it together? There's always going to be people that say, no, but I don't agree with that. So you'll never come to common terms. If human beings could do this, probably would have been done already, right? But human beings, if you look at the history of the world, people are not going to come to agreement as a whole. There's always disagreement from the beginning of time to the end of time. There's disagreements right now, right? Look at the conflicts going on around the world. It's never going to change. The idea that we can come to the table as a 7 billion population and let's put a little bit from here, it sounds good in practice for the purpose of learning, I guess. But two things is that one, it's not going to happen realistically. It's just never going to happen, right? We know this. We see from the beginning of time till now. And two, it's not what the Creator told us to do. Creator didn't tell us, grab a little bit from here and there and then make your own to the best of your. But no, He's saying, this is the path that I have laid out for you. In the case of Islam and the Quran, this is the last revelation that I have sent to mankind for all of humanity until the end. There's no more. So, makes sense that if I send you this last, and I'm telling you to follow this, and it's for all of humanity until the end of time, not for a group of people, right? Like the Torah, or not like this. I'm telling you, this is it. Follow this. This is the last message, the last letter. Follow this. It makes sense that from that point forward, the rest of humanity that comes until the end of time follows that, because that's the last one. That's the last guidance. Let me give a little bit of this eggs that I have left over to baby girl here. Hold on, baby girl. I got you. I got you now. I got you, baby girl. I got you, baby girl. You know, I was watching a new video that came out a few days ago. I was watching a few video that came out a few days ago, and it's talking about dogs in Islam, and it's talking about it actually talks about the importance of dogs in Islam. I know it sounds like what? It's this beautiful channel that has come out with great information. It's like they use like nice graphics and everything like this, and it talks about it even mentions hadith in there from Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him, and the importance that he emphasized the importance of being kind and treating animals well, including dogs. Right? I know there's rules to having dogs, but this idea, some people say that dogs, no, dogs in Islam, no. There's rules to have them, right? But the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, he always preached, and I'm going to say preached. He always talked about the importance of treating animals well, with respect, not just people, but animals as well. There's also a hadith about a woman who, I think she was a prostitute, and she took off her shoe and put water in it to give water to a thirsty dog, and God forgive all her sins because of this. Forgave her just for the act of giving a thirsty dog water and taking her shoe off and using it to give the dog water, right? So there's a lot of good information. Not just that, there's a lot. I think it's like a 30-minute video just about dogs in Islam. A beautiful video. And there's a lot of information packed in there about how Muslims, used to keep dogs for guardianship, companionship. Now there were rules. It's not like there were rules just like there are now, right? So I'm not saying there are no rules. Yes, there are rules, but it's a very interesting video to watch with a lot of information, and it's not made up information either. It's like good information, factual stuff. That's what I like about that channel. That channel that's just the new video they put up, but they talk about everything. They talk from depression, how to deal with depression in Islam. I mean everything. It's so many things. It's a really good channel. I'm gonna find the name. I'm gonna bring the name up next live stream of the channel. I think I subscribe. I've seen a few videos from that channel. They have like an AI type of presentation, right? Like the images are like AI, but the information is legit. Look at Cole. Cole clearly doesn't know anything about Islam. Weird how they treat dogs better than they treat women. But if you only knew about the rights of women in Islam, you would want to become a woman. You don't know what you're talking about, my friend. You have no clue what you're talking about. By the way, there's a 8-minute video that just came out earlier today, a couple of hours ago, where Sam Shimon, the Christian hero, got destroyed by Central Dawa. Go watch this video. Put Central Dawa Sam Shimon. I think the video is like 8 or 9 minutes. I'm talking about he got silenced. And Central Dawa hasn't been Muslim for that long. Sam Shimon literally ended the call. When have you ever seen Sam Shimon end the call on a debate or anything like this? First, he got quiet. Then it was Sam Shimon and Got Logic. Then Got Logic stepped in real quick to rescue Sam Shimon, and Sam Shimon put his head down like this. And Central Dawa keep pressing. He kept pressing him. Sam Shimon literally went like this and ended the call on the phone. He went like he was looking at how to end the call. Yeah. And Central Dawa, again, he's a young guy that hasn't been Muslim for that long, right? He's learning. He's coming up now, and he embarrassed Sam Shimon. Sam Shimon literally was running away from him. Look up Central Dawa, Central, the word Central Dawa, and Sam Shimon. This was posted like a few hours ago. You know what's crazy? That these people that come here and they say women in Islam are treated terribly. We have Muslim women here. We have Muslim women here in this chat. Instead of asking them, hey, how do you get treated in your religion? These people say, no, no, let me just give my opinion about what I think I know about women in Islam. We have women here that could tell you this is the type of treatment I received. This is actually what Islam says about the treatment of women. You think the ladies here, the sisters here that are Muslim, I'm not gonna say names because maybe they don't. Since you already made a stupid comment, maybe they don't even want you to ask them any questions. So I'm not gonna say any names. But you think that the Muslim women here just have not done any research on their religion? They don't know anything about their religion. They are the source. They are the people living as Muslim women, Muslima, called. And you, instead of asking questions, you want to just spew some nonsense that you've heard somewhere online, or you've heard some idiot say on YouTube, while you have the sources here to ask the Muslim women that are here, hey, out of curiosity, how do you get treated? Just in your day-to-day life, how does your family treat you or whatnot? Instead of asking them, no, let me just say what I think I know. You have the sources here. But I'm not gonna say who here is, unless they want to say themselves. I'm not gonna say which of the sisters here are Muslim, because they might not want to answer you now because you're stupid. You made a stupid statement. Oh, they get treated so horrible. Terrible treatment. Because I saw a video of some guy in Pakistan beating his wife in public. Because in Iran, look at this video in Iran. Look, we follow Islam. If somebody in Iran is beating his wife in public over the head with a 2x4, that's terrible. But I'm sorry to tell you, that's not what Islam says. Well, I'm not sorry to tell you. I'm glad to tell you that that's not what Islam says. That's just a maniac beating his wife over the head with a 2x4. And guess what? If that maniac was Christian, guess what he would be doing? He would be beating his wife with a 2x4. What if he was Jewish? He would be beating his wife with a 2x4. Atheist? He would be beating his wife with a 2x4 because he has a beating problem. He doesn't have a religious problem. It's not an Islam problem because Islam doesn't tell him to do that. So it's the problem of that individual that likes to beat up his wife or whatever the heck. Yes, yes, and R, you can. Yes, absolutely. Yes, you can. You can attend. Now, um, and R, I could give you an advice. You could just go. Honestly, nobody's gonna like stop you or anything like this, right? But I just say this to make it more comfortable for you. You could call them and just say, "Hi, I'm interested in just visiting as a guest. Is it possible for me to attend?" They're gonna say yes. But the good thing about calling them is they'll tell you the times, the times that they're open, because sometimes you might go, might be closed. They'll tell you the time, and as a guest, somebody might even know your name, and it's can be more comfortable for you and anybody going because you also have a reference who you spoke to. You spoke to, I don't know, whoever, Jeff, whatever, So yeah, you spoke to Jeff and or whoever. No, you don't need to do it this way. I'm just saying because it's just a little bit more comfortable. Somebody knows your name and you know somebody's name. So when you go there, somebody already knows. Just like, oh yeah, I remember I spoke to you on the phone. Yeah, you wanted to come check out the mosque or interesting to know about Islam or whatever. But yeah, you non-Muslims can go to the mosque. Yeah, and I'm not telling you something I didn't do myself. This is how I went about it, right? And when I became Muslim, I was there for a different reason, right? You just want to go there for information and see how it is, no problem. But that's how I went about it, right? Called the mosque. Somebody knew my name. I showed up. They already knew who I was, or they were expecting somebody with my name. What's up, baby girl? But yeah, you're welcome. Walaikum salam. How are you? How's the date going for you? What's going on, baby girl? I'm gonna finish this coffee and then I gotta get going. I gotta get going after. Inshallah. You don't like that cup. You don't like my cup? Why? Show me my cup, Daddy. What's wrong with my cup, baby? Daddy, don't you take this cup away from me. Don't you take this cup away from me. Why you don't like my cup either, Queen? What's wrong with my cup? This is a beautiful cup. What's wrong with it? Why? Because doesn't have anything on it? It's plain. Haters. Because who gave it to you? Oh no. It wasn't this one. I know what you're talking about now. No, that one broke. I think I still have it. Best daddy in the world. No, that one broke. I don't have that one anymore. Um, that one, this one that I have, this one I bought myself. That one broke out. All right, I'm going to start heading out. Walaikum salam, Hunter. How you doing? Yeah, that one the edge broke, and so I couldn't drink from it anymore. All right, get going. All right, baby girl. Be back later. Hold on, did I lock this? I did. Hold on. Be back later. I'll be back. All right. Freaking hot in this car, man. When you let your car sit out here, it becomes so hot. All right, have a good day. Take care. It always takes a little while for the it's so hot. It always takes a little while for the AC to get cold. Remote start? No. What's interesting is that before this one, I had a RAV4. There was 2000. It was 2018, and that RAV4 was you just press the button and it will start. And then this one, that is newer and better than the RAV4, doesn't have the pressing thing. Oh, here we go. I just got in the car. Forgot to take the pill too. Yeah, the blue one, the blue RAV4. That's the one. But that blue RAV4 was a pain in the butt. Well, I'll tell you what happened. It's not necessarily the blue RAV4. I don't ever in my life again want another car that has automatic. What do you call that? Is it tailgate? Yes, for the trunk that you press a button and the thing opens. I don't ever want a car like that ever again. I want a car that I can just push the button, grab it, and just open it by hand. I don't want a trunk with a tailgate ever again that is automatic like this. I'm telling you, the tailgate. It all started with, I don't know why it started this way, but it will start getting stuck occasionally. Then it will started doing it more consistently where it will get stuck. Then it got to a point that you have to like push it up with all your force to be able to open this thing, and then close it with all your force. Then I don't know if somebody hit the car when I was parked and it didn't have any dents or anything, but then the trunk started being like a little bit crooked. Eventually, I had to remove both of the legs, and if you've never tried to lift up one of those tailgates without any legs, those things weigh more than an elephant, right? They're heavy as heck, right? That's why they have the legs. Anyway, long story short, um, I went for a few months with this issue, and it was a pain to be able to like put things in the trunk. I couldn't do airport trips or anything because I wasn't gonna be dealing with that at the airport. Imagine you go pick up somebody and your trunk doesn't open. Sometimes it wouldn't even open. Sometimes it would just get stuck. You can't be dealing with that. So this one little thing caused that whole thing to happen. Then when I sold it to Kia, I just went to Kia and I sold it. I told them what had happened. So when I removed the legs from the trunk, what ended up happening is that the bolts that hold the legs of the trunk, the bolts are from the inside out, right? So you can't screw a screw directly like this from the outside in. No, the bolts are from the inside out, and the inside it's just metal, like it's on this metal frame that you can't go behind it. It's not like you can put your hand behind it and unscrew the thing. No, no, it's like inside. Imagine a pipe, and the screw is inside, and the screw is from the inside out. There's no way for you to access this. So as I was undoing these legs so that I could lift up the thing and close it, even if it was heavy, right, with both of my hands. The screw came off and fell inside the metal thing, so you can't take it out anymore. And how would you put a screw, because the screw again goes from the inside out? You would have to open another hole and then put in your own screw. Anyway, this was a mess. And then at some point, the tailgate uh, door, whatever you call it, wouldn't close, and it was like the frame wasn't even anymore. So it was a mess. It was a mess. Trust me. So I took this to the Kia dealership. The guy test drove it. I told him what was happening with the trunk. He didn't even care. He said, "Yeah, no problem." He didn't even try to open the trunk or nothing. And I sold it to them, and they gave me the money. That was a pain in the butt. And I know to replace, because they're gonna have to replace. They had to replace that entire thing. It wasn't a simple job. Like the entire door, they were gonna have to replace that because it was off. It was weird. It was kind of crooked. It wasn't hard to explain. But anyway, point is, I don't ever want that experience. Like such a bad experience. And before that, I never had a car with like automatic tailgate. And then if I started looking at some YouTube videos, and there's a lot of cars with this automatic tailgates that cause a lot of issues, like similar issues. So I'm like, man, I don't ever want to deal with that. I rather just let me lift it up and put it down with my hand, no problem, because this way it's not gonna get stuck. But the automatic ones, they're beautiful while they work, but when they break, it's a pain in the butt, and it's a pain in the butt. So from that point on, I was like, I don't. Every other car I have, I want it to be lifted up with my own hand, and I don't mind. I don't mind it at all. I'm forming your sentences properly. Yeah, but when I'm talking about something that's not important, I just say however it comes out. This is not an important topic. I'm just trying to get the point across quickly. But yeah, so I don't ever want a car with automatic tailgates ever again. I'd rather get out, use the hand, put it up, put it down myself. Talking too hard. Yeah, but still, I know sometimes I just ramble or whatever. If it's not of importance, I just try to get it out. Now, what I liked about the car is I like the nice little blue color it had. I like the color. But I love Toyotas, man. Toyotas are strong, durable cars. If you want a strong, durable car, Toyota is the way. Toyota is the way, the truth, and the life of cars. I'm telling you, I love Toyotas. My last three cars have been Toyotas: Corolla, RAV4, and now Highlander. The only thing about Toyotas, especially in Miami, is especially if you drive a lot. I drive a lot. At some point, your compressor is going to give out, but it's just because it's so hot here. You can't be driving in Miami without your AC. It's not like we have a season where it's like nice and cold, and then you can just drive around for like a month with no AC. You know, you're gonna have to anytime you get in your car, night or day, you're gonna have to have that AC running, and the temperatures get really hot, so your compressor is gonna give out. That's the thing. But I don't know if that's a Toyota thing. I think that's if you drive a lot, and no matter what car you have, it's gonna give out. At least here in this city, the heat is gonna. Yeah. So I've had to replace the compressor in all three Toyotas, the AC compressor. I've had to replace the alternator in two of them. I think it was in the Corolla and the RAV4. Yeah. But in all three of them, I've had to replace the compressor. Other than that, no issues. Engine problem, none. Transmission problem, none. Toyotas are really strong cars. No issues. There was somebody that put like 1,000,000 miles in their Toyota a while back. 1,000,000 miles. I think now they have a thing where if you put 1,000,000 miles, you take it to the dealership and they'll give you a new one. If you put 1,000,000 miles in your car, you take it. I don't know if it's just Toyota doing this or I don't know. Maybe other dealerships do the same thing. But if you manage to put 1,000,000, you take it, they give you a new one. You know how much you got to drive to put 1,000,000 miles? Shoot, you'll be driving for a long time nonstop. Well, not nonstop. You have to do this one. I already have to do oil change on this one. I don't take my car to get serviced. I do it myself. Oil change, things like this, basic stuff, I do myself. It's simple. Oil change is not complicated. It's just drain the oil, take out the filter, put in, put, and seal the thing at the bottom. Put the screw back on. Put the filter back on. Put the new oil. Measure it, and you're good to go. Make sure it's the right measurement, and you finish. Oil change is very simple. So I like to do it myself. Things like oil change, spark plugs, tires, even alternator I could do myself. Even compressor, but compressor I will have to take a longer time. But basic things. Now engine related things I don't know anything about. I don't even like cars. I don't even like mechanic stuff or anything like this. Yes, I learned with my father. He was into this stuff. Like he wasn't a mechanic, but he could fix a lot of things when it came to cars. But he wasn't like a mechanic. I guess technically he. So I learned from him, but I don't like it. So I could never be mechanic work is freaking difficult, man. It's difficult, not necessarily like oh you have to learn like the information. I'm saying like the practice of it. It's difficult. Anytime I do any mechanic work, I end up like drained, like tired, exhausted. It's exhausting, bro. All right, I'm gonna go online. park here. I'm gonna go online now. Damn, my allergies, bro. Won't go away. What time is it? Still got a lot of time to the next prayer. Almost 2 hours to the next prayer. We're on. So hot. Oh, what do we got? You're already sending me garbage right off the bat. Hey, thank you, Lily. I appreciate it. Where are you from, Lily? Where are you joining us from? Bismillah. USA. Me too. Florida. Depends on the hours you put in, right? I mean, it's not like an hourly wage, but um, depends. You could make 180, 200. Depends if you put in enough time. Some people make more. There's a guy that has been making over 100,000 a year for the last 5 straight years. Now he lives in Chicago. There's another guy that he's like the guy that makes. He was on an interview. Is a Brazilian guy. This guy makes like 250 every year. He's considered to be like the right share driver that makes the most money when it comes to Uber and Lyft and all this. I think he makes like 250, if I'm not mistaken. Either I know it's a big gap, but it's either 180 or 250, something like this. Still, even if it's 180, that's an insane amount of money a year for rideshare. So this guy's considered like but I saw the interview that he did. I just don't remember the amount that he makes, but it's between that range. Hold on, something's coming in. Yeah, it's garbage. So, but this guy, man, he works like all day. Sometimes he sleeps like 2 or 4 hours or something like this, and then goes right back out. But you talking about hustling? That guy hustles, man. Oh, we got something. Some crap. Some delivery crap. It turned off delivery just now. Come on, baby. Where's the money? I've been doing a different type of work that has nothing to do with like it's online. Let's just say that it's online type of job. That's my main source. It's been my main source for a while. Yeah. Jesus, what's up, man? How you doing? I need to get something from like Dollar Tree to clean a little bit of bash. Lexus is perfect because it's Toyota, but luxury. Yeah, true. I'm telling you, man. In my opinion, Toyota is the best when it comes to longevity. I know they say Hondas are strong cars too, and they are, but I'll take a Toyota when it comes to longevity over Honda. Honda probably my second. I'm gonna have to change this from this area if nothing comes in. At 11. What time is it now? It's about to be 12 here. All right. I'm gonna be back in 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll be back at 12, inshallah. Salam alaikum.